So last week's lesson to the lessons that we'll be doing in the next couple of weeks will be in a series that we are going to be calling the Countdown to the Impending Judgment. The Countdown to the Impending Judgment. All of these lessons, these next couple lessons that we're going to be going through are going to be lessons that are under that banner, the Countdown to Impending Judgment. And today's lesson will be entitled The Most High's Clock. Right?
Part one.
Part one. Right. It has been said on numerous occasions that we are now living on borrowed time. And the Lord's day draws near with each passing day. Right? We've heard all of this. However, as our current conditions become more and more comfortable, the sense of urgency that is usually coupled with this saying soon fades. Right? Before, when you heard about the impending judgment, the day of the Lord, there was a conviction, there was a readiness, there was a need to be prepared for the time. But as the scriptures say, right? The hour of temptation, which we talked about last week, it tends to allow you to settle, to be comfortable. The scriptures say when they say peace, know that war comes swiftly after. Right? Everything seems to be comfortable. Everything seems to be going right. And that sense of urgency when you hear the impending day of judgment, well, things feel too good. Things feel too right now for something like that. No, don't come with that judgment thing. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Things are finally going right for me. The business, I'm getting more business. People want to come to Black-owned businesses now. Those stimulus checks, the unemployment. I don't even got to pay rent because of the pandemic. I'm comfortable. I feel for the first time I'm worry-free. But in that comfortability, we become complacent. Right. Knowing the Most High's clock, right? And the time he put on judgment is important because prophecy written in the Old and New Testament are heavily based on this clock. Every prophecy we see within the Old and New Testament, from Matthew 24 to Isaiah to Ezekiel to Jeremiah, all of those are attached to the same clock. That's right. Right? You're all attached to the same clock. But if you have no knowledge of that clock, if you have no knowledge of the Most High's clock, you can't be ready. That's right. It's impossible to be ready. See, you can be prepared spiritually. You can have everything locked down, but you'll still be caught. Right? See, the prophets and the teachers who scribed these books understood when these things would occur. Because they were living on his clock. This was before they sought to change times and laws as we see in the Old Testament.